Well, guys, Brooklyn Nets, we're not looking so good. We just signed 5 new people. Some are good, some are bad. But the first one that I need to get off my chest right now is Louis Scola! Why, Sean Marks? Why would you sign Louis Scola? He's like 36 years old. He's freaking old. I get he puts points up, but he is garbage. He is trash. Why, Marks? Why? You talk about this rebuilding process. Why do we need Louis Scola? He is just taking somebody's spot. We don't need him. We don't need Louis Scola. I get he has decent stats, but he's old. We don't need old. We need new. But fundamentally wise, I think it's a smart move. But Marks, you talk about how Brooklyn Net people, you're looking for people that have character. Louis Scola has no goddamn character. That is a terrible signing. I don't care how much you paid for Louis Scola. Awful. Alright, so now we signed this guy, Grievous. I can't pronounce his last name. We signed this international guy. I don't know a lot about him, but I know he's got range, and I think that we need somebody with 3-point range. So I'm going to say good signing, Sean Marks. I'll give this guy a chance, because I think a lot of the international guys that the Brooklyn Nets find become really good players. Bogdanovic, Televic, they definitely become really good players when they play for Brooklyn. Like I wish we had Televic, but he's playing for the Bucks now. But Grievous, I say just give this guy a try to see what he does. Like our team's going nowhere. We need to try new things. All right, and then we signed the former #1 draft pick, the bust, Anthony Bennett. I have nothing bad to say about that, surprisingly. You guys in the comment section are probably like, why? He's a scrub. This is a horrible signing. To me, if the Nets are rebuilding, why not give the former #1 draft pick a fucking try? Okay? You don't get picked #1 in the draft for no reason. Okay? You don't get picked for no reason. There's always a reason why. And he was #1 for a reason. He was in the draft for a reason. And I think that he has mad potential. He's still young. And watch, I guarantee you in Brooklyn, he is going to play nasty like he did in college. I guarantee you. Because every player in the NBA has to be good for a reason. Because you don't come into the NBA for no reason. And I think Anthony Bennett just did not fit in Cleveland. Minnesota, he really didn't fit in. And he was kind of not in good shape. But now, Anthony Bennett's in really good shape. He's playing really good from what I hear, from what I'm seeing. But I'm glad Sean Marks is giving this guy a try. Why not? No one's giving him a chance. Look, we gave Sean Kilpatrick a chance, and look at him now. He's one of the best players on this team. I get our team's garbage, and there's not a lot of good players, but Sean Marks proved that he's an NBA star because we gave him that one chance he needed. And I think Bennett needs one chance to prove himself. So I'm not doubting him at all. I'm happy for you, Sean Marks. You signed him, but you better give him playing time because he has mad potential. If Louis Scola gets more playing time than Bennett or McLaughlin, Chris McLaughlin, I am going to be very pissed off. Because Louis Scola is a fucking scrub! But he could play pretty good. Alright, so now we got Randy Floyd, 1 year. I'm going to say that's pretty decent. We got him cheap. So, you know, we need some bench players. And I think that he's a perfect fit for the bench. He's a pretty good scorer. He's an okay defender. And I think that he's really not had a chance to prove himself because he keeps flip-flopping onto different teams. But when he played for the Denver Nuggets, he was nasty. Floyd was nasty on that team, and they got rid of him. So I think him playing for Brooklyn, being on the bench, I think our bench is pretty decent. I'm not saying we have the best bench, but we have a pretty decent bench. Alright, so now the last person, Joe Harris, 2 years. I'm actually happy about this. Someone commented on my Q&A video to go check out his stats, to go check out some highlights. So I just did that, and I'm very happy, Marks. You are such a great GM. You signed Joe Harris. This guy has mad potential. He does, I think, have a ring. He won for Cleveland. He didn't really get playing time, so he couldn't really show his potential. But I think perfect signing, Sean Marks. This guy's young. He has range. He has charisma. He has potential. We need people that have potential. And I'm liking how this team, we are signing a bunch of young, underrated players. This team is full of underrated players. Bogdanovich is underrated. Let's see. McCaughlin, he's underrated. Rondo, Hollings, Jefferson, very underrated. Joe Harris is underrated. Bennett, watch, he's going to be underrated. Watch. Sean Kilpatrick, the list goes on. Bunch of underrated talents. I think this season, our roster's way better than last season. I definitely have more potential in this roster that Marks made over what Billy King did in the beginning of last season. Plus, we have a really good coach that's really good with developing players. I think this team's going to have a better record than we did last season. I get we lost Thaddeus Young. I get we lost him. But we still have Karis LeVert, which has mad potential. Mad potential. Let's just hope he does not get hurt. Let's hope that he proves that we did a really good trade, because he has mad potential. From what I saw in his highlights, mad potential. And Isaiah Whitehead, the guy that we picked up in the draft, mad potential. He's from Brooklyn, has great character just like Chris McCaughlin. He comes from Brooklyn too. So, like, if you are a team, you want somebody from their hometown. Like, Cleveland fans have mad potential because of LeBron James playing for his hometown. And honestly, I'm so happy with this roster. I really am. I'm wicked happy for the Brooklyn Nets. I think we're not going to be playoff material. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we're going to be the top team, but we definitely are going to be in the better standings. We are definitely not going to be the worst team. And that's facts. I don't care. You can keep saying all you want. I think that there's still a couple teams out there that are not as good as the Brooklyn Nets. And I think we're still going to be in, like, the last place spot. But at least we're going to have more than 21 wins, I believe. With this roster that looks like a bunch of underrated talents, I think we're pretty good. We got Jeremy Lin. We got a bunch of great talents. Jeremy Lin, Brooke Lopez, freaking Sean Kilpatrick, a bunch of underrated talents. And I think Luis Scola brings that veteran into the team. But I still don't care. That's not a good signing. But hey, what can I say? I think Sean Marks did way better than Billy King. Billy King just kept trying to make super teams, and you can't really do that in this day in the NBA. Which I'm shocked a lot of these teams in free agency are being like the Brooklyn Nets in the past. And watch, they're all gonna fail. I like how Marks is looking forward to the future and not now. That's what I'm liking. Bunch of potential in these talents. Pretty cheap, so we still have a lot of cap space to play with for next free agency. But links down in the description below. Splash the like button for more basketball talk. Hit the subscribe button for more awesome content. And to all the best ones out there, DITB1's taking over. Peace.